guys, it's Michael with AKM Tactical. Appreciate y'all watching. Part 2 in my series of good gear you can buy on the cheap. And like I've said before, you know, this lifestyle is a very expensive lifestyle. It's an expensive hobby. And I tend to not want to call it a hobby because it is a lifestyle. It's the way that we live. It's our mindset. It's just the way of life. But it's expensive. Some people call it a hobby. I don't like to call it a hobby. It's my lifestyle. So this lifestyle that we live can be very expensive. Gear is not cheap. Guns are not cheap. Accessories are not cheap. But every once in a while, you find something, a piece of gear or something like that, even a gun, that as far as other guns are concerned is relatively inexpensive, and it works. It just works. Jarhead 6 has a 357. That Windicator he's got, the gun just works, and it's a cheap gun. He's got a shotgun, a Rock Island shotgun he uses. It works. It's a cheaper gun, but I mean it does its job. So what I have here is the Condor Recon chest rig. This little rig right here, for what you pay for it, is excellent. You can buy this exact rig in multicam on Amazon for $55 shipped. That's awesome. That is super cheap for the quality that you get. Now, is this as good a stuff as what you're going to buy from like SOE? No. Companies like that? No, it's not. But for what you pay for it, it works. I bought this thing a year ago, and it's still holding up just fine. Now, I haven't just run it super hard, but for what I've done in it, it's great. Could this be a potential fight rig? I think so. Is it going to last my entire lifetime? No, it won't. And there's rigs out there you can buy that will, but not for this price and have all this stuff on it. This rig has a lot of options for what you get for the money. If you bought a rig like this with this many options, that's more, you know, the social norm, the rig that you should be buying for what people say, you'd spend a lot more money. So let's go over this rig a little bit. When you order it, this is how it comes. Straight up in your mailbox, take it out, this is what it looks like. It has these nice shoulder straps that have the mesh that are real breathable. There's some molly webbing in them. It's got a D-ring, a couple of D-rings, so if you want to put some stuff on it, you can do that. It's cross sectioned in the back, so it comes across, and it has a little a little hook and loop keeper that's sewn in on one side, so when you hook it in with hook and loop, it just makes a cross section in the back. I will say that is not comfortable. It's pretty uncomfortable. In fact, for a long time, I hated running the rig because it just like dug into your neck because the cross section in the back pulls it together. And there's not really a way to adjust that out. You can adjust it out to a certain extent, but then you're running the rig super low. And a chest rig is called a chest rig for a reason. It's meant to be worn up high on your chest. So running it down around your nut sack is not a good idea. It's not going to do anything for you. So with that being said, it wasn't real comfortable till I bought the other part that I'm going to show you. But anyhow, back to the rig. In the front, we'll start right here at the front. It has all the pouches that are here are sewn on, and they're sewn on well. They're stitched on well. It's pretty well good to go. This rig keeps fully loaded mags on it all the time, so it carries a pretty heavy load out, and I don't see where the stitching is really given. It seems to be holding up fairly well for what it is. So on the front, you have these pouches, and these pistol mags are unloaded. You can put single stack mags or double stack mags. Has these come out, so you can adjust them. You can adjust them out to make them higher, lower, whatever. So they'll hold a single stack or a double stack mag. I carry Glocks. I run Glocks, and that's what I run. Nothing. I'm not knocking any other guns, but that's what I use. So it holds the Glock mags very well. There's 4 standalone pouches that are just for one mag that are separated. There's 4 of those, and basically the kit was designed to run 4 pistol mags. But this pouch in the middle, this double pouch, is kind of like a flashlight multi-tool pouch that you can put whatever in, whatever you see fit that'll fit in it. I actually put 2 more mags in it, so you actually can run 6 pistol mags on this rig if you use that pouch for that. You don't have to. That's not necessarily what it was designed for, but it does work for that, and it works well for that. So I probably will change that out and put like a multi-tool, a Leatherman in one side and a flashlight in the other. But I probably won't. I'll probably just put an admin pouch somewhere on it and put that kind of stuff in it. It has plenty of pals or molly webbing all on the sides, so you can put all kind of stuff on there. You can put a med kit. You can put a an admin pouch. You can even, if you wanted to, you could put some more mag pouches on it if you wanted to run it like super loaded up with ammo. There's a lot of things you can do with it there. The mag pouches are sewn in. It holds 6 AR pouches. It also will hold AK magazines. I've got some AK magazines, and I have no issue putting them in, taking them out. It seems to work just fine for that. So this is actually a modular rig that you could run AR or AK out of. They are wider. You could put 308 mags in there, but I seriously doubt it. There's not enough room, I think, down towards the bottom to run 308 mags. But AR, AK, 5.56, and then the AK mags, 300 blackout, you're good to go. So there's 6 of those. They are bungeed in, so the mag goes down in with these little bungee keepers. I like that better than the pull tabs. The pull tabs are fine, but this just seems to be a little faster to me. You just kind of slap that little tab out of the way, and you pull your mag out, and you're good to go. So I do like that better myself. Like I said, plenty of molly or pals webbing on either side. This kit is going to get a tearaway med kit on my left side, on my weak side. I just hadn't bought one yet. I really need to do that. But it also has Velcro here that when you open up is a standalone pouch here. So you could put a pistol in there. You could put if you had a small holster, you could put a small, like a G-code OSH or GSH could go in there, and it's got hook and loop, so you could take hook and loop and secure it that way. So you could run a pistol in there. You could also run a couple of more AR mags. I got an AR mag here, so I can show you that you actually can take the hook and loop, and you could actually run. I mean, it sits down in there, but it could be a second. You could tighten this up where it doesn't slide as much, and you can actually run another mag in there. So you can actually run 8 mags in this rig if you wanted to. You can put all kind of stuff in there. Then I'm going to unhook these to get these out of the way. There's also a tearaway pouch in the middle that's got Velcro on the inside of it, and it's just an admin pouch. You can put all kind of stuff in there, whatever you really want to put in there. It's got this Velcro inside, so you can put other things in there. I know one thing that you could potentially put in there. I can't remember who makes the D3 chest rig for Travis Haley, but you can order it. Haley Strategics has it. They have a piece that you can order that's Velcro, and you can put a holster in it. You can put spare mag holders. You could potentially put that in there and have more magazines. Whatever you wanted to do with that pouch, it's pretty versatile is what you can do with it. And it also has a on the outside back here an admin pouch for maps or whatever you wanted to throw in there that's got a Velcro closer on it, and it's mesh, so it's breathable. And you can put a lot of stuff in there too. So you see that this little rig has a lot of potential for what it is. And the fact that it's $55, 54, $55 shipped speaks volumes about it. Now, if you want to do something, add something else to it, which I did, that makes it so much better, because these straps, they're terrible. They're just not comfortable. So that was the first thing that when I got this rig, I said, something's got to be different. There's got to be something better. So I started doing a little research, and I found that they actually make a piece that you can buy to put on the back of this that makes it more comfortable and more useful. So they have what's called the hydro harness. The hydro harness is a separate unit that you buy that has a harness, makes it an H harness. I have it here. Makes it an H harness, so it's more comfortable when you put it on. It makes an H across your back instead of having the cross section, so it makes it a lot more comfortable to wear. And it gives you the ability to carry a hydration, a bladder. So I thought that was really cool. I bought it. The multicam one is kind of hard to find. When you do find the multicam one, I think it's another $50. So that puts you around $100. But I actually bought this one on eBay for like $30, 25 or $30, and it still had the tag on it. So it was brand new basically, and it's been worth every penny. So I'll kind of move this over to the side, and I'll show you this. So $30 to $50 add-on, which still puts you $100 or less, and you have a full-blown fight kit, a full-blown chest rig that you can do a lot with. This thing is really cool. It has the mesh inside of it, so it's breathable, it's comfortable. This is padded just like the straps, so that makes it really comfortable. It's got the keepers, the Velcro keepers on the sides, on both sides, so you can run your cables, your whatever you're wanting to run out of it. You can, you know, if you have a radio pouch, or if that extra pouch that you have, you want to put a radio in, you can run your comm wires and stuff, your mic wires and whatever, you know, on these keepers. So that's really cool. D-rings just like on the other, molly webbing just like on the other. It has hook and loop here, so you can put your really cool patches that you have. I have my Geisley Forgotten Country patch, and then my Civis Pacium Parabellum patch on there. So, you know, if you're one of those guys like most all of us are, and you like to have patches thrown on everything that's got Velcro, about everything I have that has Velcro on it has a patch on it. So that's always something cool to have. Another good piece of gear that I bought on the cheap is my knife here. This is my Cold Steel Kobun knife that I bought. That's another something for another review. I'm not a big knife guy, but I've got a buddy that is a knife guy, Joey Owens. He's here on YouTube. He does a lot of knife reviews. He suggested this knife to me, and for what I paid for it, it does what I want it to do. It's in a good spot up here for a good fight knife. It's Alsate steel, so it holds a good edge, good strong knife, and it does what I want it to do. Got some 550 cord lashed around the bottom of it. But back to this. So on the back side here, has molly webbing on the bottom, so you can put something, whatever you want to put on there. This company called MS Clean Kits makes a kit that's shaped like an AR mag. It would be a really good idea if you didn't have that anywhere else. You could put a small cleaning kit in there and put you a HSGI taco on there and just stick it in there, and then you got a cleaning kit on your person that you can have. Has a drag handle that's cross stitched, and it's good and durable, so you have a drag handle in case you're hit and somebody's got to drag you off. They're not going to drag my fat tail off, but it's there if you need it. Has some hook and loop. Let's say hook and loop. Has loop on the back so that you can put a morale patch on there. That's my Punisher American flag shield. So that's really cool. Also, it has a spot here for your waist strap to go through that makes the rig kind of hold together. So it's real comfortable. This is how you put your bladder in, and you can tell this bladder is needed to be laid down, but Has a place where you put your bladder in. It's got these zippers, so it zips down instead of just the hook and loop, which I like. You just zip it down on both sides, and then hook and loop on the bottom to help hold that together. And then there's a place here that is Velcro. You pull it open and you pull your hose through. Also has this opening back here, and it's just an open space that drops down. I really don't know particularly what that's for, but maybe there's something they make that runs through there. So basically, guys, that's it. Like I said, I've got $85, $90 in this whole rig, and it's, for what it is, it's a good rig. It's not too terribly expensive. It's held up pretty well. I really have no complaints about it. When I had the old straps on it, I didn't like it. It was very uncomfortable. But when I bought this harness for it, it's been good to go. So that's really it, guys. That's all I got. Another piece of good gear you can buy on the cheap. And what else can I say about it? It's good for what you got. It's good for what you pay for it. It's good to go for what you pay for it. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate all the support that I get here on the channel. If you have any questions or comments, be sure and leave them in the comments box below. But as always, guys, I appreciate y'all watching, and y'all be safe.